Kicking off game 1 of round 3, the quarterfinals of the MetaPlace number 12 tournament. $250 on the line. In the blue corner, we have got TM's Nullus playing as the one and only Hades. Very nice. It really suits him, I think. On the other side, we've got Grandmonster in the red color playing as Odin, and he's been beasting today. What an absolute giga chat he's been all day. Just plowing through his opponents like they're made of paper. Now, Tropical Mirage has got all these grassy areas where you'll find town centers, hunt, all the important stuff. Gold mines, however, are outside of them. And you might find some elephants as well that are stray. And then there's these pyramids, which I believe you can phase through. That probably needs to be fixed, because you can hide like an entire army in there. You can still see it on the minimap, but like, come on. I thought this would be a solid object. I'm sure that can be fixed, just making them solid. Although it would break the replay, so we'll probably do it in the next season. You know, we only want to change the MetaPlace balance mod if it's absolutely required. Which it well might be. But we'll need your feedback as well on this topic. So the Greek builder is pretty standard here. A lot of villagers are moving very forward. Usually you want your initial batch to move forward and your reinforcing villagers would just go for the close stuff, but Nullus is doing it the other way around. Let's see how that works out for him. Right, this is going to be a pretty good series. So far the players find all the important stuff. There's a relic here. Armor of Achilles is pretty good. Gives some extra hack resist to infantry. Forward tempo from our Odin player will be here to put the Valkyrie right on top of these villagers. The ravens will be easily finding them as well. And we'll see what else gets revealed, but we have cheats. Therefore, we can see that there's a Tale of Cerberus here. Faster Mythian special attacks, so that only really matters for the Hades. Well, later I guess it can happen for the Odin, where you just get Frost Giants, which can freeze stuff super quick. There's a lot of hunt going around on this map, so once again, a great map for Odin. But it's also relatively close, like you have a lot of spots to wall with. Freya is coming in. So with that, it looks like Grandmonster has got a huge age up advantage, with Athena only starting now, so that's the 436. A little bit delayed due to the Ajax. And there's gonna be like 2 Hershey shots by the time this is done. Actually not. It's gonna be like 1.5. Scout will find it though. If not, if it stops, I believe Nullus is not aware of this temple, maybe. Maybe he's seen it, I don't know. Ah, the infantry hack armor, so good. Yeah, that was an important one for sure. But here comes the Hersier. Second one is just about done. And the Valkyrie will be definitely enough to chase this off, even with the Ajax coming about. H2 is gonna be done for our Greek player momentarily, and a Chiron will be queued up, no doubt. Scout is lost. Can the Ajax take it? He's pretty much a Chad, but that's a lot of units at the same time. Go to transition from our Greek player. That is brutal for Odin to handle. I mean, for Odin to be able to do that, right? But Nullus is also going for the quick second town center. in an area that actually isn't being scouted by Grandmonster right now. He's got a Raven nearby, but if he doesn't see it, he can't do anything about this, right? He's got enough units, I would say, that he can just walk over and start bullying the vills, but the later he is, the worse his chances get of stopping it, especially if he puts everybody on that longhouse. Imagine those 4 Hersiers there, they could do a number on those villagers, I think. We're not gonna see any military academy or anything from our Greek player just yet. Actually, literally doesn't have the resources, but it's coming in soon. It needs to make like houses and granaries right now, so... Actually, the TC will give him props, so no houses. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be pretty defensive from Grandmonster. He's gonna be putting up longhouses and more longhouses with units garrisoned within. So this TC is 100% coming up now. He discovers it at the last possible moment. And we've got our... Oh! The 5th Sentinel didn't spawn. On the extended edition, you can get 5 Sentinels, but there was no space for it. Oh no. We're gonna be chased away by the Ajax there. See how we're doing for the upgrades. It's only hunting dogs for the Greeks. On the other side, same actually. But Odin gets to enjoy the benefit of the hunt, plus the Odin perk itself. But can they keep up with 2 TCs? Because already the Greek player is ahead, of course. They start with 1 more villager. And the Norse player has to make additional ox guards in addition. So with the 2 TC, Nullus should be able to do quite some booming here. Surprised to not see this walled off, to be honest. That's a very easy wall to get, and a Sentinel would be protected by that. Would love to see it. Maybe another military academy plus a wall. Chiron comes home as well. Knows he needs to defend this. There are a handful of raiders up top. And already the armory is being made by Grandmonster. Is he preparing for the heroic age transition already? Huh. I think he'd want to get upgrades now. I mean, having the medium raiders done is nice because the villagers can't fight back so easily anymore. See what he's doing with it. It looks like he's getting a TC. Okay, so definitely not heroic age. It's just so that he later doesn't have to do it when there's fighting. Oh, that raider is gonna die at this rate. A pretty peaceful start to the game, really. Nullus having to scout a little bit to be able to finish the wall. But now you can see the edge of the map. Raiders might pick off that Vil. But there are some hoplites coming in. I don't think it's gonna be enough though. Oh. Of course that was a move command. People typically don't use attack move in Age of Mythology. It's very buggy. Doesn't quite work. Right, the hoplites are gonna chase this away easily enough. Now Grandmonster trying to follow Nullus in the booming game, but not having a great time of doing that actually. Well, the hoplites get quite a few attacks in here. Of course, the Odin units can regenerate, and you know, link up with the Valkyrie, you'll get some extra healing on top of that, so that should be pretty good. A bunch of idols back here. Yeah, very far from saving up for H3. I would say it's probably for the best that Grandmonster maxes out completely. Takes a fight like that. There is forest fire right here. Oh god, he's running through the hoplites. Yeah. Nullus is so solid, dude. Honestly, that Valkyrie is getting low. Like, she's been taking a few shots from that Chiron. It's not ideal. Let's see if Grandmonster makes some additional ones. Probably wouldn't recommend to stay in the extended H2, as Odin has an enormous power spike in the heroic age. The frost giants, they're not easy to take down at all, but it looks like he's winning this fight so decisively that he might as well stick around now. Ooh la la, there's the healing. Oh, it's not allowed. Finally, there's the wall. Yeah, that's a good one. More longhouses being made even. Grandmonster almost ready to max out. Just one more unit to pop out. And after that, time for the heroic age. What is he doing? Okay, cancel the units. Wow, the focus fire from the throwing action makes it enough now to one-shot the hoplites, obviously, as there's so many. Skadi is started. It'll be done very shortly. And I guess Grandmonster just doesn't want to take fights until then. Might as well just get medium infantry real quick while we're waiting. Because Nullus has it. Even with the relic, it's not nearly enough armor to withstand that many throwing axemen anyway. Medium infantry is coming in fact, and so are thundering hoofs for the cab, which will make them faster. And also, what else is the effect? Hit points is the effect, and yeah, that's it. The Valkyrie also gets faster from it. Nice flank around the back. Restoration is called in. Kind of would have liked to see some continued focus fire from the throwing axe, because it can still one-shot a hoplite through restoration. Yeah, like, it doesn't matter how fast you regen when the damage just one-shots you, right? So and there's the frost. It's gonna catch a few villagers, but not that many actually, as those guys were just running through. So I guess Grandmonster is gonna be putting up a hill fort in the face of Nullus, and might potentially take the first game with this. It's not necessarily over, but it is not looking good, especially as just now Nullus is starting to go up to the next age, which will help a lot. But I mean, he's gonna face Yas and whatever. I'm sure Grandmaster will start making them soon. Might be Oscars actually for the Toxotes, but there's not that many. Looking at the total unit count, there's 16 Toxotes, so I guess it should be Oscar, yeah. Numbers are being thinned out as we speak. More are being produced, but these are just medium Toxotes. Frost has expired. Grandmonster is not finished. He continues chasing here. And we have got heavy throwing axemen now. We're also gonna have a handful of heavy Huskars and Olfjars. Raiders remain medium for now. In the midst of all these buildings, actually, Nullus has not too bad of a time. And Aphrodite is done, so Curse could be used any moment. There it is. We've got the budget Chimera coming out of the temple, and the Nemean Lion should be able to push this back, especially with the Frost Giant down to 69 health. Nice for Nullus, I guess. The roar is hurting these units. It's just way too loud. Cover your children's ears. More longhouses being made, my goodness. Grandmonster is really standing up a front here. No third CC or anything like that, but he's got plenty of hunt. He's catching up on the villager count slowly but surely, but Nullus remains ahead in that department. Got a lot of upgrades here, pickaxe and plow and hand axe. No plow for Grandmonster. He's hunting, he's good, he's good. He doesn't need it. Yeah, 130 population versus 130. If Nullus can somehow reach the mythic age, actually Grandmonster might be in trouble there. But it's not budget Chimera, but real Chimera. Going up against throwing axemen, you're gonna be not having a great time. Kinda like to see a few Hippospis. There they are. Okay, they're still medium, of course. Maybe a little bit more production from Nullus wouldn't hurt, but he doesn't have the wood. Oh, we got a raid. The raiding cavalry are getting picked up by the Vills. there's an open segment of the wall. Oh no, they don't manage to block out the Ophiol. That will be doing a number on them, but still would take quite a bit of damage as the villagers do hack damage, and they only have 20% hack armor. Actually does not lose the will. That is insane. Divine Blood is in as well for the villagers. Achilles is in, and that Frost Giant is gonna be having a tough time now. The numbers of the Hippospis are also grown. Forest Fire is being called in, and another raid will be happening. Raiding Cab are moving up. Nullus is evacuating, but loses the villager in the process. The wall should burn down though, which should allow Grandmonster to keep following. But yeah, I mean, Nullus' problem is really that he's gonna have only one gold mine. So what you want to do as Norse now is just put some longhouses around this. Hades does not have any siege. The infantry isn't good against buildings, right? Especially the freaking Hippospis with 5.5 attack. Yeah, that's pretty terrible, right? This is not Zeus where they have double damage, so even those wouldn't be great. Yeah, longhousing up this gold mine real quick would be fantastic. Grandmonster certainly has the cash. Is he gonna go mythic anytime soon? Looks like he's going for the farm transition with Winter Harvest coming in. So that should be pretty good. The kill depth so far is 67 to 90, so Grandmonster remains in the lead in that department for now. Which will about last as long as Nullus goes mythic, I guess. But if Grandmonster goes mythic first, he can just Ragnarok this, I think, out of the game. There's not that much stuff here for Nullus. He's on 80 villagers, 78 right now. Anyway, as well as with Grandmonster grabbing a third town center, that is gonna be the population jump he needs right now. The Huskar are in. We've got armory upgrades, none for Nullus right now. He's only got the hack armor, and the game has desynced. Let's see if we can recover that. Alright, let's resume this. Frost Giant gonna be picked up right away. Ajax getting picked up though, but there are now two Nemean Lions. Let's see if they can scream real quick. Yeah, do the thing. Now the other one. Well, even gets in a normal attack. Oh, the other one runs right into the Frost Giant. That is still gets the special attack off though. Well, that was hot. But this one will go down, no doubt. Look at the Frost Giant. It does so much damage to it. My goodness. Yeah, Frost Giants do get a double damage bonus against Biff units. So that's brutal. They're gonna be picked off by these heroes, no doubt now. Especially Achilles being able to keep up with them. And there's another. Grandmonster suddenly down to 112 population, not getting Mythic Age at all, getting heavy cavalry instead. Still pumping the units out, but Nullus has done a fantastic job of holding on. Got Copper Mail now, which is a huge addition. I would really like to see Boxweiger from a Norse player, as Grandmonster has got like the infantry upgrades, which are also going for the Boxweiger here. That would be a fantastic addition to this army, especially now that Bronze Mail has been researched, so you need that pierce damage to really punch through, and it's much better against hoplites anyway. Age 4 Artemis is coming in. This all can be Earthquake right here, or you just take the TC down with the longhouses, whatever suits your fancy, right? Could be any of those. So funny seeing so much fighting around that pyramid where units just phase in and we have no idea what's going on. Players not abusing it too much though. Okay, the fortress is now under attack by the Ulfsarks. Can't fire back. Grandmonster on 3 TC, still not maxed out, however. Fighting the wall right now while the archers are just picking off his throwing axeman. That is brutal. And we've got a lag spike. What is going on? Please recover. Game, please. Thank you. Petrobolos being made. Would be nice to see like one single Hippospis going after these Ulfsarks. There's a Petrobolos that will be in range of the TC. Grandmonster is a million miles away from getting to the Mythic Age. And with that... Oh, actually, you know what? Nullus is in trouble here. He's kind of surrounded. Okay, the fortress is helping a little bit. How many hoplites on in the front? Okay, that's actually a decent amount of hoplites there. And Hippaspis as well. Just the Hippaspis is attacking the Frost Giant, the worst possible target. So that's unfortunate. They could have done a lot more work here. It looks like the fortress will be holding for now. Artemis is in, and we've got the immediate usage in the middle of here. That's not gonna take everything down, I don't think. The TC might stay alive. Oh my goodness, he goes down, and it kills the villager. And even that longhouse. Wow, that was really good actually. That was really calculated by Nullus. I was not sure it could do all that. But anyway, we've got real chimeras now, so no more budget ones. Let's see if he can find some good raiding targets. It looks like he's cleaned up the entirety of Grandmonster's army. Lost the Petrobolos, to be fair, but Baldur is coming in. So yeah, now is the time where Nullus really needs to hit those villagers and cut down their numbers. If he can get a few extra upgrades, that would be sick. Just, you know, iron armor, champion units, Hippaspis spam. Okay, there it goes. The champion infantry is coming in. The champion archers are coming in. This is gonna be sick. Walls are getting built. I'm not sure if they're getting upgraded. The thing is, the stone wall upgrade looks the same as the wall construction, but it's going fast, right? We've got the TCs getting upgraded to 45 TCs. We've got the architects getting upgraded as well, so it's gonna be really hard to break through those. Grandmonster quickly trying to get back this TC, so he has 145 population to go with. And yeah, this town center is for now gonna be just fine. I think Grandmonster should definitely wait for max out, and only then really worry about Ragnarok. Just go into that TC for now. It's gonna be fine. Just a few more pop. It's on 79 vills. It could be more for North still, obviously, because you know, you got dwarfs as well as normal villagers. But Baldur is up, and he clicks it right away. Doesn't care about storing any resources. 300 population, and the Toxotes are getting caught right away. So this is gonna be a huge set of pickups. But Nullus is kind of struggling in the resource department. The longhouses are finally being built on the gold mine, and look at this. Nullus is only harvesting gold from here, which is a really awkward spot, right? He can do what he can to pick off a few units before they barge in. That'll be great. The walls, unfortunately for Nullus, are not stone, so they won't hold very long at all. What you can do is destroy a house with this Petrobolos and pick off maybe a handful of heroes of Ragnarok. That is really the best thing he can offer right now. Maybe selling a little wood wouldn't be the worst. Okay, here comes the rest of the groups. Only one fire giant though. So I'm not sure how much pushing power this really has. I mean, there's another layer of walls coming up. And the frost giant is getting picked up here. Perseus is up, so the fire giant isn't necessarily safe, so long as Nullus controls it properly. We've got also bronze shields on the heroes of Ragnarok. That is very nice. We got copper weapons on the Greek units. I'm gonna start to do something here. Oh god, that fire giant certainly has some AoE potential here. Actually ends up targeting the Ajax. That is so unlucky. Alright, here comes the Perseus. Iron Mail is done. Straight from the Iron Mail then. It is finito. The heroes of Ragnarok are getting pushed back. The TC stays alive. Nullus still on 47 villagers. That is not terrible at all. Let's see if he can keep them safe somehow. The forest seems to be still blocking the pathing. And here comes Perseus to try to pick off that fire giant. Not gonna go for it as there's too many Ragnarok heroes still. But if Greek just groups up their army, I think they can take the direct fight at this point. Grandmonster only on 124 population against like champion Hypnospace with... Oh, careful with the talks. But yeah, the Frost Giant is caught right away by Perseus. Perseus getting pulled back real far. And the TC is also doing work with 21.6 DPS, double arrows, so double that. And the Ragnarok heroes are getting absolutely ruined. This is bonkers. I don't think Grandmonster has any chance to come back at this point anymore. Nullus is just a little bit too powerful and should be taking this game no problem from here. I seriously doubt anything will happen. He's still climbing in the villager numbers. The Fire Giant is lost, and the last of the Ragnarok heroes are getting owned. Unfortunately, the whole time this hill fort has been shooting at the tower. That's gonna be GG. Yeah, very well done by Nullus, 100%. He's outgathered Grandmonster because of the earlier TC. He's had max villagers for a much longer time. He's kept up with the unit kill death. It was great, really. Even ahead in the tech, in the mythic department at least. Got more upgrades in the end. A lot of toxicities there. Real life, or is this fantasy? They're both going Odin. Nullus is blue. On the other side, we have got Grandmonster, also Odin. You cannot repeat a god that you have won with in a series, but you can play the one that you have lost with. Them's the rules. Brick on Coffee says, have to play this game again. It's his favorite out of the AoE series. It is the best out of the AoE series. It's true. Definitive Edition when? What is Microsoft doing? Do not squander, please. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. We've got the Pandora's Box. 25% Mythia training time reduction right there. Could be important for the Valkyries. In this matchup, you generally just spam cavalry, especially in this map. On a smaller map, you could go Wolfsarks actually, but on a big map like this, you want the mobility of that extra speed. There's gonna be a lot of hunts, so should be absolutely no problem economically. Of course, if you get caught out with your vills, that can make a huge difference. But we only got hunting dogs, of course, so it's gonna be a pretty quick age up from both players. Let's see actually how much Nullus is gathering. It's 4 villagers right now, but Grandmonster already with 5. So something's off here with the build of Nullus. He's falling behind in the food department because he's having to walk a lot. That is never ideal. You ideally want to work as much as possible and walk as little as possible. But he does find the triple rhinos, so that is going to be fantastic. Oh, he left that behind. Oh. Yeah, this is going to cost him. Like, Ramos is going to advance so much faster. He'll be able to be on the other side before Nullus even pumps out the unit, I think. Apologies for silence, I have a cold. sometimes I just have to mute myself for a sec. I went to the office for work as I'm leaving for a new job, and yeah, AC does not agree with me ever, never did. Always get a cold from it. I'll be working from home from now, so forevers. We'll see about that, but maybe. Anyway, no more upgrades, of course. Age ups have begun, even for Nullus. And it's just a few seconds behind, actually, so not too bad. I guess he squeezed out an extra dwarf or two. Let's compare. No, it's actually identical. Nullus has one more dwarf. So that is what made up the difference in up times. Grandmonster going very defensive with the wall, and yeah, he had no idea that he was this far ahead in the advanced time though. Valkyrie gonna go across. Actually, not that far ahead. How did this happen? I'm confused. Maybe Grandmonster had some walk time now towards the end. Anyway, the ravens are looking for stuff to hunt. And maybe that Valkyrie will be... Oh! Grandmonster's one is taking the first hit and the other Valkyrie has tagged her. So now I have to turn around and eventually get healing from another. You really want to keep that Valkyrie going. It's a fantastic anchor for the cavalry battles. Oh my goodness, he's going Wolfsarks. What the hell? I guess that makes a lot of sense with the walling in mind. Yeah, gonna be medium Wolfsarks with Lone Wanderer, no doubt. Once his upgrades are done, he can afford a third longhouse as well, as more villagers will have been made by then. More income, more production. They also train a lot faster than cavalry, so you definitely have a timing attack here. Nullus just going for the cav stuff that I mentioned at the start. Lone Wanderer is coming in now, so that's going to be an extra 10% Wolfsark speed. They're going to end up at 5.28, which is pretty wild. Yeah, I actually know some numbers in this game. Still struggle with them in all the other games we cover, but... AOM, I've played this for a few years, as you might be able to figure. Since I was a kid, really. Well, the raiding cav are gonna have a tough time to chase this. And Grandmonster has the 55 again. It's a trend now. Is he gonna go for TC behind this? Nah, he's gonna have to make the houses. Oh, it's panic houses as well. And yeah, because of the long road around, Nullus now has enough stuff to defend this. Forest fire is coming in on the vills, but Grandmonster at least posts them away at a decent time. A bunch of idols. And yeah, it looks like Nullus's little Sim City might just be a little bit too good. Not gonna allow Grandmonster to do any raids. TC arrows will be hitting the Valkyrie there, weakening her quite a lot. Oh, even the dwarves get in some kitchen knife shanks. This is brutal. Like, Grandmonster did not want this. Lost an Wolfsark. Several others are hurt. Valkyrie is on half health. And he's having to deal with a ton of idle time now. The elephant has been taken down. And we've got some extra walling coming in. But honestly, once Nullus maxes out, he's got the better army then. What's the relics anyway? Yeah, I checked Pandora's box. I didn't check this. Pelt of Argus, that's 6 line of sight. Very useful when you're potentially gonna run by some cavalry and not notice. Wolfstocks already have really good life stat at 17, right? So that is fantastic to get another 6 to that. A huge increase for sure. Especially if you put on like spread formation. I don't think this is a fight that GM wants to take just yet. Nullus is also approaching age 3. Oh, what a great timing. He finishes the armory and right away is ready to click up. This is great. Scotty coming in is going to be making a huge difference as he can get heavy infantry off the back of this. He'll have a frost giant. He'll have actual frost, where he'll be able to pick off a ton of units and maybe even freeze the economy a little bit. Catching the gold villagers, maybe even the... Imagine if he can cast frost here with some units also getting stuck in it. Like, that would be sick. But it looks like the Vills will move on, the Dwarves will at least, to the next gold mine, which should be by the Hunt. Hunt will move on by the time they get there, probably. So, yeah, Nullus might just use it on Wolfstocks, honestly, but I think what he really wants to do is move across the map with what he's got. Medium infantry is done, which is great. If he can get heavy, that would be fantastic. And it looks like he's gonna have just the right amount of cash for it. That's 300, 300. Raiding Cav end up in the middle of all this. Nullus has used, is that Nullus's forest fire? No, it's Grandmonsters, I'm sorry. Nullus has already used it, but Frost is gonna go only on the army. We're not gonna freeze the Vills. But the Raven has seen this. He knows there's a gold mine there. Imagine freezing this. Like, that is 18 idle villagers. And I think this was still a fight that Nullus could have won. I don't know. It seems like okay, if he was him in though. If he was him in. He's got heavy throwing axemen now. With more coming in. There's a little bit of population space left, however. Grandmonster might be able to kind of escape this, more or less. Mostly less. He's getting kind of choked up in the wall, but it's not a complete wall, and therefore he gets out. Raiding Cap can of course go after the throwing axe. They have a sweet bonus damage, like I said. 75% extra damage right there. Don't want to fight the Wolfstocks though. Beats the Wolfsark, and this is a great time to grab the TC as he's got the better unit count. Also about to max out actually, so TC will allow you to keep going with that. Grandmonster transitioning to the Rhinos. There's 2 of them left, and there's some lions back here, then there's some cranes and crocodiles on the bottom side, or the left side rather. Grandmonster also reaches age 3, also gonna try to get a TC. See if Nullus can spot it and take it down. The Valkyries have healed each other up. But yeah, there's a Frost Giant that should counter them. And, you know, there's actual Frost for Grandmonster as well. So this will be a good army to freeze. He can actually do the wall trick if he starts at the very beginning. Just wall this entire thing in. But I think what he's really interested in is maybe a... Oh! Nullus interested in the Mythic Jump, maybe? He's got a lot of food, actually. And if he just sits back, he should be able to get it done. With the TC Fire's help, he can move behind the wall. Blah, blah, blah. Those are all options. It looks like the entirety of this is going to get frozen, and what a great time this would be to start walling it in. Looks like Grandmonster is not interested. He's just going to pick up the Frost Giant and call it a day. A few extra units will die, no doubt. Making a hill fort here defensively. That's pretty expensive, dude. The Frost Giant is down, and several throwing actions will be going down too, as you know, each attack here will be doing the 1 damage due to the 99% armors. But they only have 81 health, so that goes down pretty quick. There's several kills for Grandmonster. He's currently equalized the game, more or less. And there it is, 20 to 20. Nullus doing his best in the TC range. So Grandmonster will have to back off a little bit because he's only got the medium upgrades. Getting the heavy one now. Finally we got Boxwagger. They should be a pretty good addition to this fight, but they don't really have that much more damage. Okay, there it is. Now they have damage. 18 range as well. And only at 2 population. They're a sick unit, dude. Very hard to take on. Okay, Nullus has transitioned to wood here to reduce the walking times. I don't know if he's actually hunting enough. He's only got a few villagers on that. Pumping out some frost giants now, the best he can. But here's the thing, the Boxwagger actually counter those. Look how much damage they do, oh my goodness. Frost giants are gonna be not doing much. It looks like this might be a little Grandmonster victory here. At least for the battle. I don't know about the game. There's a lot left here. The town center is still up, obviously. And those arrows help a ton. But now the last frost giant of Nullus will be going down. And there's 2 left for Grandmonster, so he could just siege the DC, honestly, at this point. And so he is. Not a lot of hit points left. Might lose like 2 throwing axe at most. And TC goes down. Grandmonster can take it over. Nullus looking for a way out of this, but I think just taking away the Odin of Grandmonster will be a pretty big thing. And they can resolve their problems in game 3. Nullus could just play like Zeus or something. So he's pretty solid with his Greek, obviously. He can play Rhinos, he's super good with that too. Struggling to find anything for Nullus that he could come back with, really. Boxwagger just doing so much work here. Kill to death has gotta be through the roof already. Bear in mind a lot of that was frost giants. So you can see in the value of these kills, 4,500 gold right there. That is almost double of what Nullus has done. Also, the Boxwagger are faster than the throwing axe. So what a great switch that was. Okay, time for Grandmonster to start thinking about what's next. Third TC maybe. Maybe just go Ragnarok and end the game. I don't know. It's only behind by 2 vills. It's not a big deal at all. 3 frost giants, maybe just move in on this gold mine. He knows it's there, right? So just moves in. These Boxwagger will just free shot the frost giants or whatever. Oh, that's a good catch. They're surrounded. Mutual freezing with the frost giants there. Heavy Raiders trying to get an angle on the Boxwagger, but the frost giant is big and blocking a path. Frozen unit also helping out. Grandmonster's positioning is just really good here. Although the raiding camp are pulling away quite a bit of DPS with the dodging, there are still 3 frost giants on the front lines. They're really doing work here. Adding a few Oathsarks is gonna be pretty smart. Yeah, go for it. Baldur is coming in for Grandmonster. He's definitely had enough. And now he's going for the gold mining operation of Nullus. He gets nuked out of here, and that's gonna be that. Ooh. Alrighty then. Looks like the heavy box fighter are absolutely doing a number on those dwarves. Several kills have gone down already. The villager kills of Grandmonster are up to 21 and counting. He just keeps going, man. 22. Wow. Yeah, look at that gold value off the kills. 7,100. Balder is in. Nullus is out. Well, off this game. It's a best of 3, right? So we'll keep going here. What's it saying? Good throw. Yeah, just not making box fighter or not having the raiding cav ready or anything of the sort. Even if he just has a hill fort, that would have thrown this off. Just got a few cav units in there, and you should be in a much better position. But Nullus had a really good economy, you gotta say. Last game was won by Nullus, so we are 1-1 right now. Welcome to game 3. Nullus will be switching to Zeus as predicted. That is the wrong thing. Let's do the right thing. Sorry, Grandmonster has won the last game. Okay, like I said, Grandmonster is gonna be going in the red color on the other side, but we're gonna introduce Nullus first. My goodness, this is a mess. Nullus is gonna be playing as Zeus, as predicted. Grandmonster. 4, as predicted. Wow, I'm pretty good at this. Not at the production though. We'll save that for next game. Finding the fish is working out pretty well for both sides. So, water maps, you go for wood first, then you make ships. They get your food. Don't need to worry too much about that. You, 4 can also just cast his Dwarven Mine at the very beginning. By the way, on the extended edition and even on the Metal Place Balance mod, this is a smaller gold mine than on Voobly, I believe. Let's check it. Not like this. We have to actually go through the tech tree. 4, and yeah, it's still 500. Voobly it's 750, so interesting change. Might be very useful. Alright, fishing ship is coming in on the second batch of fish. Lots of salmon here, the best kind of fish. It should be a fairly aggressive game. I mean, Greek loves to gold star on this map, right? But Norse can also do some nasty things to you. Got a split of storehouses already. That's a very far storehouse. Like, this is super raidable. I think this needs to be walled off by Nullus at some point. Maybe he can make his military academy here. That should be able to withstand forest fire for the most part. We also got some boar hunting for the Zeus player. which is a fantastic food source and should guarantee a fast uptime. We've got a lot of fishing ships already out, so it's 8 versus 10. The Norse player already having the second dock up for a while. Greek one is coming up slowly but surely. I think we're gonna be looking at a free dock at least from the Norse player, and potentially also a free dock from the Greek. We'll see. Tempo's coming in though before all that, and thanks to the constant production of dwarves alternating with the gatherers, this is gonna mean that our 4th player is gonna be advancing a little bit faster than the Greek one. It's all pretty standard. Norse gets the initiative, but then Greek has restoration and pretty strong units that they can push with for the gold mines. Of course, with 4 only now starting on this, 500 extra gold will be super useful. Oh, the advance time is late. He cranked out an extra dwarf. Oh god, an extra Ulfsark too. And we're gonna go for Forseti. What is going on? Alright. That is a strange one. Might see like a healing spring for the ships. I don't even know what's going on. Why the healing spring? This is so weird. Scott finds the dock. Won't be able to do anything to it, really. But here comes the 3rd and 4th Norse docks. I have a 3rd Greek one. Doubt we're gonna see a 4th. This is already enough. So many fishing ships. 16 to 16. It looks like Athena is gonna be done quite a bit quicker. We're gonna have an immediate Jason as well, and probably Odysseus from our Greek player. And then ships are being produced. 1 ship at a time, I guess. And that's a 4th dock for the Greeks. Placed very closely to the fishing ships to optimize their drop-off times. It's basically exactly what you want to do. Alright, Minotaur and Jason are looking for victims. The first victim is going to be the Harmonious Necklace. Looks like it's going to be picked up. That's some extra gather speed on the gold. Very useful for Nullus. See if the Mino can find an easy villager kill or something. Gonna have double longhouses. And it looks like Nullus is not gonna make any units. So we're looking at a fast heroic here. With 5 docks. Wow, that is a lot. That is seriously a ton. And yeah, the Scylla will be able to take down the fishing ships and docks of our Norse player. So as long as there's not too many longboats, this should be extremely strong. Even if not, you just make an extra Scylla and you're gonna have a really good time. House just about doesn't die. If the throwing axeman gets pulled away from the Minotaur, it's not really able to do much of anything. And Grandmonster Shield Dancer is chasing it away. Odysseus is doing what he can to take him down, but I don't think it's gonna happen. The hero is 0.1 speed faster. Ay ay ay. Healing Spring's gonna be used. That will heal up everybody here. It's not for the ships after all. Which I figured it might be, but anyway, we got a ton of triremes. They're not dodging the shots really from the dock. Now they are, that's good. But there's an additional one coming up, and more and more. Total trireme count is up to 11. That is pretty wild. Longboats are not nearly as high a number, only at 10, but they just picked off 2. So that should pretty much help to equalize the number. Sorry, they are 8 right now. They're 8. Jason's gonna take a lot of arrows here. We'll have to run away. How is that fast heroic going? Nullus does not have the resources for this. He's starting to train units now. Oh, that is The worst of both worlds. But he's starting to make some progress on the sea. Trading away with the longboats. There are more here than he has triremes, so he's gotta run. But you can't really run from a ship fight, you'll just get hit many times. Ships can't dodge the arrows. Oh god. Yeah, it's difficult to play on this map properly. You got so much to micro. Both players are gonna struggle to hit heroic for a while. They've got the food. Looks like Grandmonster is gonna be first. And Nullus is just pretty far away from it. But have to cancel all these land units. He's housed anyway, so this is a good time to do it. Get that quick 50 gold in. Oh god. He just bought another set of ships. So I guess he's gonna max out first and then go heroic, but Grandmonster could click right now. Does he have... Yeah, Scotty's coming in. Might be attacked on land though. Throwing axemen have been paused for a second. Mino's still going, and you know, restoration can keep this guy going as well. Actually getting picked off by the archers, so really good targeting there. And the ship battle has begun for reals now. Grandmonster's fleet is a little bit weak. We'll have to run away now. Triremes chasing. Dwarven army gonna get picked off, but guess what? This is still happening. The Mino goes down actually. And Nullus is gonna be up there, and this is almost at the same time. I completely missed it. So we're gonna have a Scylla. We're gonna have bronze. Curious where it's gonna get used. Looks like the Scylla will be used to fend off this. And meanwhile, the ships just keep pushing on this side. I wanna see if there's gonna be any heavy triremes or something like that. Bolt is used on the Frost Giant right away. Then we're gonna see a hill fort right in the middle. Of course, Frost is available to counter both bronze and restoration. Gonna be interesting to see how those get used. Oh, the Scylla taking quite a bit of damage there. Not got much to go with. Might be worth healing her up. Dragon ship is out, so that's gonna help a lot against these triremes. Of course, triremes can dodge the shots, so the better the micro, the less value a single one can provide. Nullus pulls away the wrong unit though, and the trireme is still gonna get hit. Grandmonster going for the forward TC. Pretty good choice. Market's done. Certainly, food is not in a shortage still, as there are a few active fishing ships, but first dragon ship goes down. There's another to replace it though. Here they come. There's a Hydra. This still actually didn't gain a single head from those ships. That is unlucky. Nullus did not make Hippocrates, so there's not gonna be any healing. The second relic, by the way, the Scare Pendant, adds some massive bonus damage against buildings to like Helipolis and ramps in this matchup. 3 Greek heroes are out, so any Frost Giants won't be able to do too much. There's also not a lot of land units from Nullus, and he's going up against a much bigger army. Gonna have to pull back, maybe lose a few ships. Still are finally gaining heads. And with each, it's gonna get more and more powerful. There's quite a bit of production now from Nullus. He's getting his own TC as well. He'll be a bit behind in villagers, but I think he's ahead in ships, so that's gonna be fine. Yeah, he's got 5 extra fishing ships. That's definitely helping a lot. I think he's got the fishing upgrades as well, so Sat Amphora is done. Whereas that's not the case, I don't think, for Grandmonster. He's got normal per scene right now. His dock is gonna get taken down by the Scylla. 1 fishing ship inside, so that also is gonna go down, I think. Yeah, just gonna get 2 tapped. And another head? No, not yet. Oh, this throwing axeman, dude. Wait, did the original armory get taken down? It looks like. Looks like it. Heavy infantry here against medium. But there is the Hydra, of course, so that's going to be able to pick off these fairly weak throwing axemen. There's going to be 2 Hydras now. Nullus pumped out a second one. Let's see if we're going to see a third. Oh my goodness, he's going to go full dinosaur warfare. That is hot. But we're gonna have the counter in the Frost Giant of Fire. Of Frim, I guess. I don't know how you pronounce it. Let's go with Frim. Yeah, that first dino is gonna be taking a beating. Restoration might need to be used by the end of this Frost. Pentaconner is going around. This scout has been attacking the dog this whole time. And it's got it down to 200 hit points. What an absolute giga chad. He did what he could with what he had. Okay, restoration is gonna be in order now for that Hydra to survive. Nullus! It still goes down through restoration. My goodness, those Volkswagen must have been helping there. Next one's gonna get frozen instantly. Or not. Or yes. Grandmonster gets the 3rd TC, but so does Nullus. So long as he can keep the Norse off his back, he should be in a good position, but unfortunately these Hydras aren't getting anything done if you let the Frost Giants live, unfortunately. Yeah, that's... Always gets me excited when I see Hydras, but they more often than not get just hard countered. Anyway, Pentaconner is going after the dragon ships, so that should be easy peasy. Still get some reverse damage though, but they're cheaper, so it's fine. Still gonna win really hard. And 4 Pentaconners easily can take down the dock. Scout's still going. Heracles has been going after this Frost Giant, but actually ended up taking a lot of ranged fire. There's now 3 Frost Giants. Heavy Greek infantry and archery is done. They also have Copper Mail. So it'll be 2 Hydras to soak the damage from the Frost Giant and the ranged units. But once again, the hero just ends up in the middle of all this. I think we might be having a Grandmonster win here. If this continues heading in this direction. There is a fortress coming up for our Greek player, still trying to make Hydras, but Grandmonster getting now bronze shields. And that is going to be a huge difference maker. How is he doing with the mail upgrades? He's got the basic one, right? So maybe that's next. And he can just go for additional hill forts, just slowly creep up to the Greek player, make a few... oh, actually, if he could speed build this up and go for the fortress, that's a fantastic kill that he can secure right now. A few longhouses here wouldn't be the worst. And then just build up to a good Ragnarok. Doesn't look like there's any fishing ships left for our Norse players, so our Greek player is enjoying a massive economy on the water. Have to respect it. There are now 5 Frost Giants, ladies and gentlemen. This is insane. Kill-death ratio is fairly close, but a little bit in favor of Grandmonster, especially in terms of food kill. That's mostly the Hydras. And finally, that second hill fort can happen. Mason's coming in, just against potential hoplite attacks. 45 TC is happening. Winter Harvest is happening as the farm transition must begin. Midgard not exactly known for the most efficient fishing ships. And yet, it might still be cheaper to just do that. as Grandmonster is spending a lot of his food to make additional villas, but he's near the limit, so, well, for normal gatherers, right? Actually not, he's only on 56, he could make 80. There's plenty to do there. And, you know, fishing ships don't turn into Ragnarok heroes, so there's an argument to be made for that. Getting pretty close to that limit, or that resource amount he needs for the Mythic Age. He's had the market for a long time now. Volkswagen are kind of shooting that archer range that is actually horrible. He could be helping so much in this fight. Instead, the Frost Giants will be taken down. But at the same time, it allows Nullus to pump out those extra villagers, which will then be Ragnarok heroes. So this is not terrible. Hillfort sadly also shooting that archery range. And it should be fixed. Now it's just a throwing axeman left. Frost Giants just keep coming. Hippicon not enough to take out the Volkswagen. You might actually need like 5 Peltas on a separate control group for this one. Not gonna lie, this is brutal. They're just about as effective as the Toxotes, but with more range and thanks to the upgrades, also more armor. They're more expensive though, so there's that. Toxotes are like a lot cheaper. Hera is in. Oh, I'm not sure about that lightning storm. Grandmonster can just garrison right into the hill fort. He's got the Frost Giants to soak with. That said, he is taking some losses. And even the Frost Giants might go down. Maybe not. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, this was super well defended by Grandmonster. And Tyr is going to be his choice. The Medusa are going to be a hard counter to the Frost Giants, but you got to pull them back. Come on. People always lose the Medusa so quick. Oh, that went down to the Volkswagen there. Yeah. Like, you gotta immediately pull the Medusa back to get a really good value out of him. Nobody does it. And I'm a sad panda. I'm gonna see some Myrmidons. Now, those are gonna be hard countered by the Volkswagen as they are more pop efficient. And they're never gonna allow the Myrmidon to even get close. So the Greek player will really have to figure something out here. Maybe a handful of siege weapons would be the ideal choice. Okay, we've got a shared gold mining operation. Grandmonster just abandons his plants and turns them into Oathsarks. They're heavy Oathsarks as well, so that's gonna help a lot. Tyr is in, and the wolves get summoned. Fimbulwinter is on. And they're in the main base. They're at all the bases. They're in the straight line. Oh my goodness. This is gonna result in some unit losses for sure. Nullus also having to pull back now. His other villagers are getting still picked off by the Oathsarks, but oh, alright, that is over now. TC should be fine, but definitely all the caravans are dead. There were like 5 or 6. Maybe even more, my goodness. I wish we could have like a table of all the units killed. That would be so good. Something like this, but like this player has killed these units. That would be so nice. Then we could know how many caravans died. So, inject it into my veins if there's any Definitive Edition developers watching. Thank you. Right, the Greek upgrades are in a pretty good place, but it's Hera. I bet Nullus wishes he had gone Hephaestus with that lightning storm, and the Medusa did absolutely nothing. He was not in a winning position to capitalize on those, so... And the Medusa just instantly died, so that's just double bad. Hephaestus at least would have gotten him, like 9 extra bills or whatever it is. The anti-vault is worth about that much. Plus Colossus are a pretty good tank. Plus, you could upgrade your armory upgrades, which is the real deal, I think. Norse is already almost done. Bronze everything. There's 2 more layers of upgrades to go. The 4 has easily the most damaging Volkswagen. Looks like Nullus is kind of stabilizing though. Like he's got not great upgrades right now, but his army is pretty big. And he's picking off Grandmonster stuff one by one. It's kind of working out. The Volkswagen have been thinned out. But this is scrappy as hell. Okay, the villagers are gonna siege down this hill fort. Let's see if they can also wall off that trade or something. Not gonna be easy, but if the villagers can just siege down both of these hill forts, suddenly Grandmonster is just not gonna have any production, and maybe Nullus can win. 127 population right now for Grandmonster. Bet he wishes he had gone for Ragnarok there. Doesn't look like there's any Volkswagen left. Just the one. That's not enough. Toxodis will be easily taking them down now. And Myrmidon and the lives of the Huskar. Also going up against the Frost Giant still. Look at that Toxodis ball. It looks like just Grandmonster can't touch it, and now the villagers are at risk. I can hear them dying left and right. Still no siege weapons from either player. Okay, there's the first Helipolis. That'll be real nice, but I would like to see that Bellarford soon. Actually, Heracles is being made. Yeah, we also got the caravans coming back up, so they're carrying around 51 gold, which is gonna be pretty good. This is doing a number on that Frost Giant. But once again, Nullus is kind of falling behind in the army size. I don't know what's going on for him. Like, he's getting raided. This isn't walled still, and the villagers are in trouble. Does he have enough caravans to keep up his production? I think probably not. The fortress will defend him a little bit, and with Hippaspis he can keep his wills alive, I guess. But they're all pretty weak. So if Grandmonster gets a good raid, he can take a lot down there. Frost Giant's actually not ending up freezing the Helipolis, and if they keep taking shots from Boxfighter and whatever, then the Toxodis can do their job. Grandmonster falling in the villager count. Nullus is killing these, and there's really not that many left. They're going after the Helipolis now, the dwarves are. I gotta pull back that Helipolis or something, or at least pick off the vills, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. 53 left for our Norse player. This fight is becoming very single-fronted, and once again the villagers are out there on their own. The oafs are gonna pick them off now, as many of them have gotten really weak. Oh my. Yeah, they're not taking this nonsense anymore. Kitchen knives not gonna work for much longer. This is a really scrappy game, actually. Yeah, no more gold mining for our Norse. Only 2k left in this. That might be actually enough to push in. Not gonna lie. I don't know how to call this game. It's still very much not ready to be called, I think. The Huskar are looking for a raid at 5 speed. You know, they can definitely get in there and smash that market up. That's gonna be the main move, I think. As Nullus is pretty low on gold. He's got a good trade though. So, you know, he can just make another market like here or something. That would be super nice. But he's gotta do it now. Otherwise he'll have to wait a million years. Okay, he's doing it. And he's also sending the Hippaspis to try to deal with this. The gold miners are getting pushed off, and it looks like Grandmonster is just once again unable to produce units. And is getting punished by the Toxotes as they're pushing off the gold miners. This is a good chance as well for Nullus to move in here and establish a front. While he has the resources, put up a fortress. And good luck to the Norse player trying to break through without any siege weapons. I have to make ballista and stuff. Hippaspears are doing an absolute number on the infantry units. Cutting through them like butter. Champion infantry finally coming in for Nullus. Is staying very near to 160 population. I don't know. Taking down the Dwarven Armory is really the priority, but he's doing it. At least no more upgrades for a little bit, but Grandmonster once again manages to pump out the units and starting to win thanks to his much superior upgrades. And I would argue he has a better composition too, with the Huskar getting on top of the Toxotes. That is just brutal. But out come the Hippicons and the Hippaspears, and that turns it around again. Nullus has to pull back though. Can't throw away one unit at a time into this meat grinder. Those guys still running around. They don't have their bravery upgrades, so no bonus damaging as buildings. They're just pretty damaging as they are already. Oh, what the hell? The villagers are coming in? But the Boxhiker are gonna shred them. That's not gonna work. Uh-oh, don't do it. What are they doing? They're really going in there to tank. Oh my goodness. But they're all dying. Nullus has like 200 favor. We haven't seen a single Bellerophon this whole time. I don't know what's going on here. Where is Bellerophon? Trying to make Medusa, but... Okay, finally! Finally the boy with a stick is here. Thought he was off sick. Medusa is also here, but the Boxviger are gonna show her who's boss. Bossviger. I can already hear the drones in chat. Hey, hey, the thing! It's happening. I thought nothing of this on the minimap, but it turns out to be a fortress and a patrol blast. This is huge. This is a huge play. And Bellerophon is finally tanking enough shots that the Toxotes and the Hippaspears can do something. Like the Boxviger are great, but they need some backup, right? They need a front line of Frost Giants, of Jarl, of Huskar, whatever. And ideally you'd surround them with towers as well. Then the Bellerophon can't do this, but it's completely turned the fight around right now. Here come the Ox Guards, all getting sacrificed to be the front line. What the hell are we witnessing? Meanwhile, this is now a stone wall and Grandmonster's gonna tap out. What just happened? What just happened? That was insane. Yeah, that Bellerophon, I don't know. It should be the first thing you make in Mythic, right? But it wasn't. It would have completely changed everything. And same for Hephaestus, like that Lightning Storm was so unnecessary. But Nullus clawed his way back into this game. And, you know, wins the series, moves on to the semi-finals. Congrats. We want to thank our MetaPlays website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.